All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform, where they're giving a back-to-back update on how things to be, on how things to share for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast as it is hot. All right, the latest one with the boss brains at the moment. Yes, Enugu community has lamented on the destruction of crops farms by Fulani headsmen. And people, these are the set of people that we've been talking about that we need to actually leave our premises. We've been talking about it, how these people need to leave. But of course, anytime we say it, it's as if that we are not being accommodating, but we know that these people are just evil. Everything about them just screams evil. That is what it is, and that's the truth of the matter. Now, these are the details of this news. The man, he said that the man narrowly escaped as seen in videos by a witness Amechu Ugoji shared on his Twitter handle. He's a resident of Eziama Agobu, or in Ezagu local government area of Enugu State, were thrown into chaos on Tuesday when herdsmen abducted a man and his wife and son while they were collecting firewood in the bush. The man narrowly escaped, as seen in videos by a witness, Amechi Ugoji. A community leader who spoke in the video expressed distress over the incident, highlighting the ongoing issue of cattle destroying their crops and agricultural farms. He appealed to the Enugu state government to intervene and address the alarming rate of farm destruction, seeking protection for their means of livelihood. Of course, this is what we always talk about, that these people need to be cleansed out. But of course, their so-called governor, Mba, will not always do what is needed and is not even in support of anything that concerns Biafra. He does anything he wants and does only what would benefit him. That's just the truth of the matter. The community leaders plea. The incident has sparked concerns and fear among the agrarian community who rely on their farms for survival. The community leaders' plea for government assistance aims to ensure their safety and the preservation of their agricultural resources. The man narrated, "What happened today is that we cultivated this agri farm. We decided to fence it with bamboos before we shared it among ourselves because cow destroys our crops. When we started fencing the farm, the herders came and started asking us what we were doing because they would come back and remove the fence. True to their threats, today they came and destroyed the fence. So while they were destroying it, we got information and came and pursued them out. They attacked one of our brothers with their sticks and told us that they would return. After we pursued them, one of our sisters and her husband went to fetch firewood, and from there they seized the husband. So the wife and son escaped and ran home to tell us." Also narrating how he miraculously escaped being slaughtered, the victim said that they were accused of killing their cow, a charge he vehemently denied. Of course, our dog came, my wife and son escaped and came to make a report that I was seized by Fulani headsmen inside the bush. My wife escaped with my son when I was exchanging words with them. Asked them, "Will you kill me and kill my wife? For what offense?" At that point, I didn't know that my family had already escaped to come home and give information on how to rescue me. When the herders discovered that my family had escaped, they apparently sensing danger, they released me. When they released, I was calling my wife and my son, but they were nowhere to be found. That was when I knew that they had escaped. The farm the herders destroyed is located at the place called Agric in Eziama Agobo. And these people are becoming a very big terror to everything that we hold dear. And if we do not take things seriously at this point, it's going to enter another thing and we are going to suffer for it in the nearest future. And that is why we need to do something about it now. And that is why the PM keeps on saying a whole lot of things concerning this set of people, these Fulani people. They are not people you should even be living with or eat with or stay in the same vicinity with, because one day they can decide to wake up and kill you, and their plan, which is and has always been, is to take over everywhere, is to colonize and just to take lands. That is what their aim is, and we will not let them do this. This is not, our land is not for the taking. That is why the Biafra Liberation Army is on a mission to make sure they are cleansed from our land. That is the truth of the matter. We are not going to let them just wake up one day and decide to enter our land to do what they want. No, We are not going to let that. My people, that is just the truth of the matter. We can continue to Zoo Nation. They were allowed they said they should give Fulanis a part of their land in every single state. For what reason? For what reason? What happened to the lands in their place? Is their place not enough for them to graze their cows? Why are they coming into our land? If it's not for a takeover, I don't know what else it is. Because right from time, I believe what these people have always wanted is to take over our land. Because you enter the streets of Owerri, you enter the streets of Anambra, you enter the streets of Ohafia, Igbo land, you'd see Hausa people, mosques built everywhere. And these people are able to like wake up one day, enter there, do whatever they want. The places where they are mosque or where they pray to their Lord on Fridays are being filled or is being filled with all these Hausa and Yoruba Muslims, covering the roads, blocking the roads, stopping movement because of the fact that they are praying to their God. You don't try that in their rural areas. You don't try that in their place in the north. They will take you down. They are not in support of anything Christian, and if you are a Christian in that place, which means you are hiding as a Christian. But then they come into our place and we give them that accommodation of, hey, the peace we have here and how we would always want to accommodate them in anything they do. And this has given them the morale to feel like they can take over or do whatever it is. Go to people's universities, you see these people there. You see that they are now the ones riding bikes, and these are all steps these people have taken towards taking charge of the Igbo land. And it is very heartbreaking and very bad that these are the things that are happening. You see that in every state, one way or another, especially in Owerri, there is an Amawusa. That place they call Amawusa, that is where it's as if they've been given that place. I don't believe anywhere in Biafra land these people should be allowed or given a place where they can stay. Because their mission is to take over, encroach and take over, give birth, have lots of children wherever they are. They do not even care. They breed their young ones anywhere they find themselves, and they come out and beg, and that is how they live their lives. And so these are, you feel that they are just people that are begging. It's a lie. These are things that they use to encroach into the land they want to convert and they want to take over. And that is why we need to be alert as Ndi Igbo. We need to really be at alert to make sure that these things don't affect us. These things don't find us one day and end us. Because that is what it's aiming for. That is what this whole mission is aiming for. To cleanse Ndi Igbo. But of course, we are not supposed to allow that to happen to us. We are not going to let that kind of thing happen to us because we are Ndi Igbo. And we expect, this is our land. This is Biafra land. The fact that these people have rejected giving us our land, or they've rejected giving us our referendum so for us to stay on our own, does not mean we'll allow people to encroach into it. And thank God for PM Mazi Simon Ekpa, that has decided, that have taken it up to his head, that has carried it on his head to make sure that the movement is not forgotten. The movement is carried up. The referendum is not a mission to be given up on. And that is why a whole lot of things are happening right now, because of the movement that has not been given up by people that have dedicated their lives to fighting for freedom. And so, my people, if you think that maybe you are not in support of Biafra, that is fine. Finally, when we get it, you can stay with them. You can stay with people that are ready to oppress you till death, that are ready to shoot you if you mess up, that are not even in support of Christianity. The only thing they want you to worship is that their God, which is the Muslim, which is their Allah. And then you would understand that there is no place that is better than where you are coming from. Yes, and that is the truth. People always wake up and say a whole lot of things concerning how we cannot stay on our own, or how we cannot live on our own. But then we've been able to live with people that are not interested in our progress. They are not interested in anything we hold dear. They've only ever wanted our failure. They've only ever wanted anything that will bring us down. That is what these people have always wanted right from time. And the earlier we get that into our skull, the better for us. They are not interested in us. They're not interested in us making it in any way. They've always wanted to take over. They've always wanted to have access, benefits from all our businesses and things like that. And that is one of the reasons they've decided not to let us go. But then we are not backing down on anything that concerns the Biafra movement. And so, my people, this is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast.